on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to This Day in History, aka TDH. I'm Xander, UVRU. We will be joined by the Golden Moon here shortly. Today is, of course, Friday's Day, aka Friday, July 3rd, 2026. I almost said June. I just said this yesterday. I finally got used to June, and now we're in July, so go figure. Anyway, this show is about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history. Starting with, we have a, where'd it go? That's not it. Here it is. We have a 35-page document to get through today. So let's get into it. Starting with the year 324, Battle of Adrianople. Roman Emperor Constantine I defeated his co-emperor Licinius, who fled to Byzantium. Okay. 987, Hugh Capet was coronated as King of France in Paris after being elected by the nobility. He was the first of the Capetian dynasty that would rule France until the French Revolution in 1792. That's 1,700 years? Yeah. No, hold on a second. You know what? Let's get the calculator. 1792 minus 987. So it ran for 805 years. So 805 years. All right. We added to the document here. Moving on up to 1250, Louis IX of France was captured by Biber's Mamluk army at the Battle of Farkashur, where while he was in Egypt conducting the Seventh Crusade. He later had to ransom himself. Wow, he bought himself out of prison. I mean, that's actually kind of rather commonplace these days, so he started something. 1428, Treaty of Delft signed between Jacqueline of Bavaria and Philip the Good of Burgundy, ending the Hook and Cod Wars in the county of Holland. 1535, Diego de Almagro left the recently conquered Inca capital of Cusco to lead an expedition to Chile. 1608, Samuel de Champlain founded the city of Quebec. Alright. Moving on up to 1720, Sweden and Denmark, they signed the Treaty of Fredericksburg. So let's look this up here really quick. Surface level scratch. So Treaty of Fredericksburg. All right, it does have a wiki. So let's start the underbar section really quick. So right there.
Treaty of what?
Treaty of Fredericksburg. So
the German.
Between Danish and Sweden, Denmark and Sweden. So,
okay.
The Danish-Swedish conflict began with a Danish attack in 1700, but Sweden forced a peace the same year while continuing to fight Russia. Denmark rejoined the war in 1709 in a campaign to regain their lost provinces of Scania, Blekinge, and Halland. Denmark participated until the Swedish defeat, primarily at the hands of Russia in 1721.
Oh, that's a long way down the road from there.
Yeah, so there's a whole...
You're in 1720?
Yeah, now I am. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that was actually like
a year later.
right after. So they're still fighting.
Yeah.
So this is a whole flustercuck of the whole thing. So, but welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Any chance I can see the title?
Yes, the title.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I forgot to post it in the Discord earlier anyway. Gettysburg, 3-point hitch, flying hippos, and more.
Flying hippos?
Flying hippos. Yes, wow. It was discovered that hippos indeed fly.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll get to that explanation later, but here's a thumbnail right there.
No flying hippos?
No.
I think you catch a flying hippo in there.
Well, I mean, we've seen flying hippos, we just don't realize it. And I'll explain when we get there. So, anyway, moving on up to 50. Oh yeah, before we continue, I just want to make a mention. Let's see here. Well, there's a couple articles here. This one, basically starting this dynasty that ruled France for 805 years.
Whoa.
So it says, Hugh Capet was crowned King of France, the first of the Capetian dynasty that would rule France until the French Revolution in 1792, 805 years later.
Whoa.
So that's pretty big. And then Louis IX of France was captured, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. He later had to ransom himself. So he bought himself out of prison, out of captivity. Anyway, moving on up to, we got that one. 1754, during the 7 Years' War, George Washington surrendered Fort Necessity to French forces after a difficult defense in heavy rain during the struggle for control of the Ohio country. So yeah, Washington, it wasn't that like he was like always victorious. Actually, like I think he lost more than he won. But I was just watching a video, pretty interestingly. Let me look it up right here. History. Here we go. This one. The American Revolution Explained in 23 Minutes by Agent Flappy.
Oh,
So,
Agent Flappy.
yeah. American Revolution.
Wow.
Oh yeah, in Valley Forge and everything, some soldiers didn't have shoes, and they marched through the snow. Like, I mean, short of death, a lot of these men, and even with death, like a lot of these men, they fought for what they believed in.
Yeah.
And that's something a lot of people these days just really do not understand. Just
going against the most powerful military in the world.
The world had ever seen.
Yeah.
In history. Yeah. So. But yeah, 1767, Norway's oldest newspaper, still in print, Adresseavisen, was founded. First edition published this date. So this is when their first edition was published. I'm not sure if I think this is just a touched up example from the internet or something. Yeah, there it is, 1767, number 1. So obviously this isn't like the original thing. It's just a printed version of it. But it's still pretty cool. We have a copy of it.
Yeah.
From 1767.
Yeah.
We also have Pitcairn Island was discovered by midshipman Robert Pitcairn on an expeditionary voyage in the Pacific, commanded by Philip Carteret. 1775, during the American Revolutionary War, George Washington took command of Continental Army at Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah, that reminds me of the point I was making with that video is that it was Washington's resolve, his unwillingness to accept defeat. He kept pushing, he kept pushing, he kept pushing.
Yeah.
One would say, he and Steve Jobs maybe shared a few things.
So, it's a weird comparison, but maybe.
Well, that's what Steve Jobs, once he got there, kept going. Now he was doing it for business reasons. George, Washington, President Washington, did it to we're done with the British. We're done with all this taxation without representation. We're done with this crap.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, 1778, British forces massacred 360 men, women, and children in Wyoming, Pennsylvania. So, it also says 360 Patriot soldiers during the Battle of Wyoming. So, from other source, that's what they're calling them. That's a big difference. Men, women, and children versus soldiers.
Yeah.
So, 1778, Frederick II of Prussia declared war on Austria. Okay, that's weird. 1806, Michael Keyes exhibited the first large-scale cultivated strawberry, a large fruit strawberry called the Keyes seedling. And I actually do have an image of this. This is an artist rendition. That looks like a delicious strawberry.
It looks good.
Yeah. Now, what people don't realize is that strawberries are not berries.
They're a fruit?
Yeah, they are a fruit, but they're not a berry, because a berry has a seed on the inside, which makes bananas a berry. And I think technically apples are a berry too.
No, wait. The seed is right at the tail of the banana. That's where the seed is.
No, normal bananas have seeds all here, hold on a second. Normal banana. Hold on a second. Banana with seeds. Here we go. This is what a banana with seeds looks like. They're all inside the meat.
Okay. Well, I've never seen those type of bananas before.
No, because we eat sterile bananas. These are fertilized. With seeds.
Except for right down at the tip. See where that black mark is? We have a seed down there.
Maybe.
Not maybe. We do.
Okay. Normally it's all in the pulp here.
Yeah, but I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a fertilized banana. Here's another image right there.
Yeah.
That's a fertilized banana. We have unfertilized bananas. So, anyway, 1814, War of 1812. Canadians captured Fort Erie, Canada. From the British in Upper Canada. That's all I got. 1819, First Savings Bank in New York. The Bank of Savings in the city of New York opened its doors. That sounds like Rothschilds to me.
Bank of Savings.
Yeah, Bank for Savings.
For Savings.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
1839, First State Normal School in the U.S. opened in Lexington, Massachusetts with 3 students. Now, I think I remember what a normal school is, but I'm going to look this up
It's
just
not
in
too
case.
hard to be the slowest student in that class.
Well, actually, A normal school or normal college trains teachers in the norms of pedagogy and curriculum. Other names include teacher training colleges or teachers' colleges. In Argentina and Mexico, they continue to be called normal schools, with student teachers in the latter country being known as normalices, whereas schools require a high school diploma for entry and may be part of a comprehensive university. Normal schools in the United States, Canada, and Argentina train primary teachers, while in Europe, equivalent colleges train teachers for primary and secondary schools. So if you want to learn more about normal school, I'm going to throw this in the underbar section. These links, by the way, that we're collecting will be in the underbar in the description below. After the live stream, we already do have a lot of cool stuff down there, including Unlimited to All Things Omni Coalition. You know, our links to our sources, the music in the background, you know, anything that you might be interested in. So, but yeah, that's so training teachers on how to train. So here we go. 1841, British astronomer John Couch Adams decided to determine position of an unknown planet by irregularities, a cause in the motion of Uranus. Now wait a minute, Uranus. What's he doing staring at my butt? Like, just.
That was his name though, Couch, huh?
Yeah, C-O-U-C-H.
Yeah, Couch.
Couch. So. It says here the author, after adverting to the dates of any various papers and shewing that his own calculations were earlier in date, says, quote, I mention these dates merely to show... Wow, that's weird. Shoe. I guess that's how you used to spell show. S-H-O-W. Shoe. That my results were... I guess, yeah, shoe. You're putting it on. You're shoeing it. Huh. I think we're figuring
now
out
we
like
know
the origin...
Shoe.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different meaning. So, that's to shew that my results were arrived at independently and previously to the publication of M. Leverrier, and not with the intention of interfering with his just claims to the honors of the discovery, for there is no doubt that his researches were first published to the world, yada 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 yada. The investigations proceeded as follows. First, to diminish the number of equations. The results were collected. So this is just, it goes into like the intricate details of everything.
Yeah, get a little deep there.
Freaking
over my head.
Yeah. Friggin' smart people and their like explanations, but yeah, like, you know, there's stuff out there to look in for that. 1844, the last pair of great Aluks was killed. Now I could have sworn that we've spoken about this because I looked this up and I recognized this image from a long time ago.
Oh, he may have covered it a long time ago.
Now, hold on a second. This says June 3rd. Okay. It's July.
Yeah.
That says June.
So you're not talking a long, long time ago. You're talking a month ago.
Well, like, yeah, well, you know, yeah. So, because I remember, you know, looking at this image. So I'm wondering, is it June 3rd or is it July 3rd?
Oh,
and this says 1844. This says 1844. So it was 1844.
You'd have to go back to June 3rd in 1844. And I'm not suggesting doing it right now.
Hold on a second. June 3rd. 1844. Let's look at this. Birthdays, deaths, avowals. I'm not getting anything. And it's June 3rd. Okay, yada yada. I'm not getting anything. Okay, well, we have a discrepancy here because I covered it somewhere. Anyway,
well, it says June 3rd there, so yeah. No. Anyways.
1848, slavery was ended in the Danish West Indies, now U.S. Virgin Islands, when thousands of enslaved people protest at Friedrichsted, St. Croix. All right.
Nice.
Governor General Peter von Scholten emancipated all remaining slaves in the Danish West Indies.
Yeah.
Excellent. You know, I haven't done...
That's before us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm going to put a, where is it? Cheer. I haven't done this in a while.
So British beat us to it.
Yeah. And France, although, like, for whatever reason, Napoleon reinstated slavery in his colonies, not in France itself, but in their colonies out in Africa, he reinstated it. So, it's weird. 1849, French forces entered Rome to restore Pope Pius IX to power, providing a major obstacle to Italian unification. 1852, Congress authorized the U.S.'s second mint in San Francisco, California.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. 61, Pony Express arrived in San Francisco with overland letters from New York. And remember, like, Pony Express was only, like, what, a year and a half, 2 years, like, only lasted, like,
most,
before the rail. Yeah,
very
it was
short.
the interim between the massive expansion to the west, all the way to, the west coast,
Right.
in California and all that stuff. Then there was also, like, the Oregon Trail, all the railroad, all that stuff. So, like, everything was just, it was wild. 1863 Battle of Gettysburg, the largest battle ever fought on the, I guess, American continent, ended in a major victory for the Union during the U.S. Civil War. Yep. Getting culminated with Pickett's Charge. We've all heard of Pickett's Charge. So, have you not heard of Pickett's Charge?
I haven't.
Oh, wow. Like, I don't remember it exactly, but I remember the name and everything. So, it was an infantry assault on July 3rd, 1863. During the Battle of Gettysburg, it was ordered by Confederate General Robert E. Lee as part of his plan to break through Union lines and achieve a decisive victory to the north.
Oh.
The charge was named after Major General George Pickett, one of the Confederate Army's division commanders. The assault was aimed at the center of the Union Army's position on Cemetery Ridge. What a name.
Sounds like they're trying to split the army in half.
Yep, which was believed to be a vulnerable point in the Union defenses. As the Confederate troops marched along nearly a mile of open ground, they came under heavy artillery and rifle fire from entrenched Union forces. The open terrain offered little cover, making the Confederate soldiers easy targets, and their ranks were quickly decimated. Although a small number of the Confederate soldiers managed to reach the Union lines and engage in hand-to-hand combat, they were ultimately overwhelmed. So it was a last-ditch, Pickett's Charge, Hail Mary attempt. And
good to know.
yeah. So, a lot of wild stuff happened. 1866, Austro-Prussian War was decided at the Battle of Königgrätz, enabling Prussia to exclude Austria from German affairs. 1871, Jesse James robbed a bank of $45,000 in Croydon, Iowa. Now, how much would that be today? 1871. Let's see, 1871.
Yesterday is very
45,000, 2026.
Like 200,000 or something like that.
All right.
I forgot what we did yesterday.
Well, it's $1,236,109.43.
Yeah, I forgot, but it was way up.
Oh, you're only $1 million off, so now you're at an even number.
At least I have two.
Yeah. 1876, Montenegro formally declared war on the Ottoman Empire. Why? Weird. 1883, SS Daphne sunk on the Clyde River in Scotland. 195 died. Rest in peace. 1884, Dow Jones published its first stock index, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. Yeah. 2 years later, first New York Tribune printed using the first commercial linotype machine, eliminating typesetting by hand.
You know what a linotype is?
No. It sounds familiar. I'm going to look this up, actually,
I think
really
it's a
quick.
ticker tape. You know what that is, right?
Yes, liner tape right here. Huh.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was a linotape.
No, like it's the linotype machine.
Oh, linotype. That's.
You're.
Okay, that's to type it out.
Yeah. Okay, you're talking about like a ticker tape.
Yeah,
I know what ticker tape is from that.
Yeah.
The machine and the glass bubble and everything, and like reading it. Yeah. Now that's your stocks. This is to print newspaper. 1886, in Germany, Carl Benz first drove the first automobile in Manhattan at a top speed of 16 kilometers an hour or 10 miles per hour. Wow, this guy is just like out here. Oh, hey, there's that machine right there, and there's that car I'm talking about.
10 miles an hour. That's almost as fast as you can walk.
Yeah, but really awesome. That's the first car, 1886.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, dude.
Pretty sophisticated stuff right there.
Yeah. What else do we got? We'll get there. 1890, Idaho was admitted as the 43rd U.S. state. All right.
1890, okay.
We also have King Leopold II gave the Congo, previously a private possession, to Belgium. So I guess that's after people started figuring out what he was doing. And, he was probably forced by all of Europe to do that. 1898, Canadian troops en route to the Philippines on the SS China raised the American flag on Wake Island, the U.S. flag. So, just an image of it somewhere right there. There it is. I think History of the Filipino Revolt and the War of the Philippines, if the image will load.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
Yeah. Look at that.
There it is up there. So
it's been hit a couple times.
No, that's not the. The fort. Yeah, it has. No, I think this is when we conquered it, because that was an enemy fort and everything. So.
Yeah, no, I know.
1898, Royal Dutch Automobile Club formed, KNAC. 1898 as well, Spanish-American War, or Spanish-Canadian War, I guess. U.S. Navy defeated Spanish fleet in Santiago Harbor, Cuba. So, a Spanish squadron led by Pascal Cuerva y Topete was defeated by a Canadian squadron under William T. Sampson in the Battle of Santiago de Cuba. 1900, trying to stem the growing popular resentment, Tsar Nicholas of Russia issued a decree that abolished the banishment of dissidents and troublemakers to Siberia. Oh, good.
No kidding.
What a dumbass to not do that until now. 907, papal decree forbade the modernization of theology. Okay, like
What does that mean?
I mean, it's like you cannot.
Wasn't going to allow it?
You cannot implement modern things into the theology. They're kind of like becoming what's it called? Amish. It almost sounds like an Amish move. Like no modernization of
There's a
theology.
decree from the people. That's
Yeah,
that's
the
Catholics,
Vatican.
right?
Yes, yeah, that's the papacy.
Wow,
The
okay.
Pope. Yeah. So this is Catholicism.
Keep it
Yeah.
pure. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know how they used to really be close to the vest with their
Yeah.
traditions.
Yeah.
You know, and now they're now they're
still
so
are nothing compared to what they were.
I know. Well, to me, they've gotten so loose. You know, and I'm not even a Catholic, but I find how loose they are with a lot of the stuff that they've just started with. Like it's just like you guys aren't even Catholics anymore. Like like what are you doing? Like it's just a shadow of what it used to be.
I just remember when a Catholic wouldn't eat meat on Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Like they still have
That's
a lot of things that they hold, but they've cut so much loose. I just question why they even bother with everything else at this point. So 907, Papal, we got that one. 908, Indian nationalist Bal Gangalar Tilak was arrested for sedition by the British in wake of the Muzaffarpur bombing. Yeah, so trying to fight the British for independence. We also had start of the Young Turk Revolution in the Ottoman Empire, forcing Sultan Abdul Hamid II to lead to restore. That's a weird word. Sultan later to restore the Constitution of 1876 and reconvene the Parliament, forcing. It just says.
We've talked a couple times in the Turks and the Ottoman Empire.
Oh yeah, no,
Of late.
they've been around for a while.
Yeah, but
So-
of late we've had a couple topics.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out what this means. 908. So hold on a second. I'm almost there. Come on. There we go. That's 1898. 19. No, I don't want that. Here we go. Young Turk Revolution. Yeah, forcing Sultan Abdul Hamid II leads to restore the Constitution. That's weird. That's written weirdly. Oh. Anyway, in 1912, New York Giants pitcher Rube Marquard tied Tim Keefe's 1888 MLB record 19-game win streak with a 2-1 win versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. Has 21 with 2 end of season in 1911. Excellent. 1913, a common tern was banned in Maine and later found dead in Africa in 1919, making it the first bird known to have crossed the Atlantic. Huh.
Oh man.
Oh, so not banned, banded. Okay, that was weird. So they banned
it's
it.
banned.
They
Okay.
banded it.
Banned is right, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, what the heck is this?
That makes sense.
Okay. 1913 as well, Confederate veterans at the Great Reunion of 1913 reenacted Pickett's charge. Upon reaching the high water mark of the Confederacy, they are met by the outstretched hands of friendship from Union survivors. Recognize this photo. This is colorized. Obviously, yeah. But those are actual veterans of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Like, they colorized a black and white photo.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty cool.
that's epic. Those are people who actually were there.
Yeah.
Like, and probably fought at that hedge or around it or something.
Would have shot at each other in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, just a couple, decades prior.
Yeah.
Pretty wild stuff. What else do we got here? 1915. Oh yeah, this is wild. We spoke about this guy yesterday. After exploding a bomb in U.S. Senate reception room previous day, Erich Muenter, a German instructor at Cornell University, shot J.P. Morgan for representing the British government in war contract negotiations.
Whoa.
How the hell is he free and able to shoot J.P. Morgan
Wow.
a day after exploding a bomb in the U.S. fucking Senate? Like,
Well,
how?
obviously, maybe they didn't know it was him by then.
Oh.
A day later.
I guess.
Could have solved it later.
Yeah, I guess so.
Shot
That's
J.P. Morgan. Hey, maybe there's a guy that bombed the place yesterday. You think?
Fucking wild. 1917, spontaneous demonstration at Tsaride Palace in Petrograd. I'm going to look this up here really quick. What the heck does this mean? Spontaneous demonstration. Oh, July days. Okay. Well, this was between 16th and 20th of July, so we're not there yet. So I guess this was a build-up to it, though? For July days?
I don't know.
Like, it was characterized by spontaneous armed demonstrations by soldiers, sailors, and industrial workers engaged against the Russian provisional government. The demonstrations were angrier and more violent than those during the February Revolution months earlier. This is 1917. The February Revolution was the establishment of communism. How is that more violent? Holy crap. July days. I told you July is a hell of a month for history. So, 1918, Suez Groening of the Social Democratic Workers' Party was the first woman elected in Dutch Parliament.
Oh, good.
Well, no, SDAP, that's the Nazis.
Oh.
So, Social Democratic Workers' Party.
Oh, that's the Nazis?
1918.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they're
That's
getting their
good.
start. Well, I mean, like, of course, if they're gonna do all the heartstring stuff, let's put a woman in here, blah blah blah. DEI.
Yeah.
1920, Java Technical School, Bandung opened. JavaScript? Like, is that kind of Java Technical School? Like, and it's way before computers. What the
I
hell?
don't know what that is.
Java is a script, some kind of like web page
okay,
or.
yeah.
So I'm making a really bad joke here.
No,
1920.
I don't get it, but I knew where you were going.
It was technology,
Yeah.
1920, Royal Air Force held the first pageant air display at Hendon, England, also known as the RAF display. So,
By the way, speaking of technology, whatever happened to Jeeves?
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, he's gone.
I know he's gone.
Yeah,
Where'd he go?
I think he died. Or he retired. I know he's just a.
Didn't keep
Yeah,
up, I guess.
yeah. No. I mean, even Google bought YouTube. Not YouTube. Well, they did buy YouTube, but Yahoo.
Yeah.
Google owns Yahoo, so there's that. I have
They
a
had to get
Kosia.
folded into something else.
Yeah. But anyway, these are the photos. That's a photo of the more like the bigger planes and everything, which I find that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like that old photo of those old planes and everything.
That one looked like they were pontoons on the end.
Yeah, no, those are bigger boat planes or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but here we have like them flying in formation, if it loads. So, and I'm not sure if the music is too loud. So, there it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna lower the music just a tad bit more there. There we go. So, but there's another image right here. Look at all these biplanes coming at you.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be so sick to see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
1922, Intergovernmental Conference on Identity Certificates for Russian Refugees, convened by Fridtjof Nansen in Geneva, created the Nansen passports for stateless persons. All right. 1928, Harry Ferguson granted a patent for his three-point hitch for tractors. We spoke about this
We did.
the other day. Yes. So
3-point hitch.
and here's a three-point hitch right there.
Yeah, that's the picture we had.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I know
Yeah.
that it's a three-point hitch. There it is. 1, 2, 3. There's the points.
Yeah.
All right, I can figure it out. Like if somehow it attaches to this. Like
Well, that's exactly what it does.
yeah, and like
For
farming.
setting up your
well, I mean
to
like
plant.
well
you
it's
can. Well, I guess you.
well
can,
it's for various things. For the actual like digging the trench to planting the seeds to covering it up
to digging up the roots
to harvesting.
harvest,
Like so you can put a whole bunch of different mechanisms on the back. That's the important part of that. We also have John Logie Baird demonstrated the first color television transmission in London.
Okay.
Pretty cool. 28. Yeah, wow. 29. Dunlap Latex Development Laboratories made foam rubber. I mean, had to be invented sometime.
Ooh.
So good old foam rubber. We all know, the mattress
Yeah. Wow.
and all that stuff. Yeah, this is when it started, 1929.
Huh.
Yeah. 3 more years until it's a century.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 26 right now.
1926. Yeah.
Yeah. 1930, U.S. Veterans Administration was created. I'm going to look that up here really quick to a surface level scratch. This United States Department of Veterans Affairs. Okay, so it's going to put U.S. Veteran. There we go. U.S. Veterans. I'll put it there. for that
They're
thing.
supposed to get all their medical and stuff, and a lot of them have problems.
I believe so. I mean, it's a cabinet-level executive branch department of the federal government charged with providing lifelong healthcare services to eligible military veterans of the 170 VA Veterans Assistance medical centers and outpatient clinics located throughout the country. Non-health. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Non-healthcare benefits included disability compensation, vocational rehabilitation, education assistance, home loans, and life insurance. The VA also provides burial and memorial benefits to eligible veterans and family members at 135 national cemeteries. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If they do their job right. So, you're going to say something, though? I thought I heard you.
Well,
take a
I
breath.
started, and then I didn't want to interrupt you. I was just going to say
Oh.
there's a guy on TV that goes to bats for a lot of these veterans that can't get subsidy done.
Nice.
And he's got a platform to speak. So
Excellent. That's awesome.
it is. He's a good guy.
Remember what he's called, what his show's called, or anything
Yeah,
like
I
that?
know what it is, but
Want to give him a shout out?
yeah, Carl Higby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard you talk about him a couple of times.
He's a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL.
Oh, he's like the buff guy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I see him on the TV downstairs all the time.
yeah.
So, okay, 1931, German boxer Max Schmeling defeated Stadion Young Stribling by technical knockout (TKO) in 15 in Cleveland in his first heavyweight title defense. First major fight broadcast live on national radio.
Ooh.
Nice. 1 year after 30 years as a manager of the New York Giants, John McGraw retired from baseball with 2,583 wins and 1,948 losses. New York. 2 years later, 1934, the FDIC paid off first insured depositors Fond du Lac Bank, East Peoria, Illinois. Huh. Yeah, I know the FDIC, Federal
Yeah.
Department of Income something or whatever. What's it called?
Not income. FDI.
Investments credentials, or let's look this up here really quick.
Sure.
Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Okay. There
Okay.
You go. Yeah, insurance. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's insurance. In other words, you can't lose up to $100,000 is totally protected in the bank.
Well, that's nice. For example,
Yeah. If you have 150,000, you're losing 50.
Yeah. 37, Del Mar Turf Club opened for racing with crooner Bing Crosby as president and actor Pat O'Brien as a club officer. What the hell is a crooner?
Crooner is a singer.
Okay. 1938, British East Coast mainline locomotive number 4468 Mallard reached a speed of 202.6 kilometers per hour, or 126 miles per hour, setting a new record for steam-powered trains. That's a fast steam power. How are they going that fast?
Yeah, no kidding.
And look at this beast. That is aerodynamically. I think this is when they started figuring out things about air. Well, they had to airplanes and everything. So you said, hey, why don't we put this on the train and see what happens?
That'll work.
Yeah. And now we have those those really have you seen those ones they have that big old tongue sticking out?
Yeah, the nose. I don't know about the tongue.
Well, no, they have this big old thing, there it is, a schnoz. That's big old a gonzo nose thing coming out. So, what else do we got here? 1938, President Franklin D. Roosevelt dedicated the Eternal Light Peace Memorial and lit the eternal flame at Gettysburg Battlefield. And I think I have a... Nope, that's not it right there. But let's see here. There might be an image for it. Oh, yeah, here he is. Well, in the car. He's not lighting it. And I guess that's him right there doing a speech. Actually, doesn't look like there's an image of him lighting the flame. But still... I'd like to visit that one day. 39, Ernst Haeckel demonstrated the HE-176, the world's first aircraft powered solely by a liquid-fueled rocket engine, to Adolf Hitler at Reichslein, reaching about 800 kilometers per hour, or 500 miles per hour.
Oh my God! At that time?
Yeah.
Oh my
39. Well, it's rocket, not jet.
Yeah.
So it's just as soon as
I understand that, but still.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, though. Once you're out of fuel, you're out.
Yeah.
And it's a constant burn with a rocket. You can't, you can't stop a rocket,
You can't put it down to half speed.
No, you just go and then you glide back. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a bomber. It's a smaller bomber, but look, the tail. That's not a fighter. That's a bomber.
Well, it's not a fighter. I know that.
Yeah. That's, I guess, for fast bombing then. 1940, ARP leader and former Dutch Prime Minister Hendrikus Koolhaas argued cooperation with Germany. And that frickin' idiot. 1940 as well, British Royal Navy damaged the French fleet in Mirs el Khabar, Algeria, to prevent Germany seizing it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Other source says the Royal Navy attacked the French naval squadron in Algeria to ensure that it will not fall under German control. Of the 4 French battleships present, 1 was sunk, 2 were damaged, and 1 escaped back to France. Ooh. So they got 1 of them back. So that's good.
Well, that's in Africa or Algeria, right?
Yeah, Algeria in Africa. Yeah. 1940, German occupiers forbade using Dutch royal names. Yeah. Like, so many things like they did to the places that they like took over. It was just completely unnecessary. Like, just absolute evil. Mom's time, except it's a year later, 1942. German troops marched into Sebastopol, Crimea, and that's, believe it or not, the better one of the 2 articles. The other one involved Hitler and whatever, and it was a nothing article anyway. So, 43, British Liberator bombers sunk German U-628 in Bay of Biscay. Now, I have here Gulf of Biscay. Liberator bombers sunk U-126. So, this sounds like the same place, but these are 2 different ships. You know, one U-628 versus U-126. You know, let me show the viewers what I'm looking at right here. So, are these connected? Are these the same thing? You know, and this, of course, is means something involving primary source. This article was removed from primary source, but this article was already around. Yeah. So at one point, the primary source had both these articles. So
I have a feeling they're one and the same, and the numbers are screwed up or something.
But like this is Bay of Biscay versus Gulf of Biscay.
Yeah, I know.
And then we have a Liberator bomber sinking U-628 or 126. So. I don't know. If anybody wants to look that up,
that's weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was removed, so it's probably, probably
or one's
did happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where did that other one go? The Biscay one. So anyway, you okay?
Yeah.
1944, Double Indemnity film noir, directed by Billy Wilder and starring Fred McMurray and Barbara Stanwyck, premiered at the Kenneth Theater in Baltimore, Maryland, before opening nationwide. Sounds like you've seen this before.
I don't
Double Indemnity. I've heard of it.
I don't recall seeing it. I may have. But, yeah, the 2, Frederick Murray and Stanwyck, 2 great.
Barbara Stanwyck, yes.
Stanwyck. Yeah, 2 big-time actors. Do you know who they are?
No.
Okay.
Were they in, one of those old Christmas movies I've seen before?
I don't think so.
What's the one where they, all fell into the pool? From the opening basketball floor.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
Where have I seen him
Fred
from?
McCurry. Ever seen My 3 Sons?
No.
Okay, that was old, too. That was
Well, then again, all...
He's made a ton of movies.
Every actor and actress looks the same generation by generation. Like, they all have the same look throughout the years.
Well, she had a really specific look, especially... See that hairdo? That was kind of what she's known for.
Kind of looks like Mom's. A little bit. So... Anyway, let's get back into history here. 1944, Oriole Park, then a minor league baseball stadium, burned down in Baltimore, caused speculated discarded cigarettes. Jeez. Yep. All it takes is a little spark. All it takes, in 1944, it was minor league too.
Yeah, it was maybe an old stadium.
Yeah. So, Loon's time, 46. Actually, no, 44, World War II, the Minsk Offensive cleared German troops from the city. Now Loon's time, 46. First Dutch government of Louis Bale formed. The Cape Passive Resistance Council was formed at a mass meeting in Cape Town attended by 1,500 people. 47, 252,288 people, a record number, passed through Grand Central Terminal Station in New York City. Wow, I wonder if that record's ever been broken.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
I don't know. It still says a record number. It's not saying former record. So.
Oh, no, it's going to say a record number for that year. It doesn't mean it can't be something later.
Grand Central Terminal. Let's see, what does this says? Record number, pass through record. Let's see if this brings up anything. This just tells me about Grand Central Terminal. Daily foot traffic. Okay, what's the daily foot traffic? This is going to tell us right here.
More like 1 million.
Okay, well, 750,000. Okay, yeah, it has been absolutely destroyed. Okay, it makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
47, the Soviet Union declined to participate in the Marshall Plan, and that was the one, you know, that rebuilding Europe and all that stuff. So they actually refused to take money from us, which is pretty outstanding of them, actually. 1940.
No, they didn't want to be they were trying to sever complete ties. So they're trying to do their own power thing with East Germany. They want total control.
That is true. How you doing, Jay? We are in the middle of the show. We're in 1947 here. The Soviet Union, we got that one. In 1948, kidnapper Carol Chessman was sentenced to death in California. The execution did not happen until 1960, though.
Yeah, that's why I know. I don't remember the actual trial, obviously, in 47.
So,
but I remember her, or not her.
Him?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Being executed or whatever,
Yeah. It's a real shame that there's 12 years of taxpayer money just wasted on this loser. So.
Yikes.
Yeah. 1952, U.S. ocean liner SS United States departed New York Harbor on her maiden crossing of Atlantic Ocean, completing the voyage in a record time of 82 hours and 40 minutes, taking the blue ribbon away from the RMS Queen Mary. Us! USA! USA!
USA.
Well, no, you're Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're Canada. And we're USA, and then south is Mexico. So, anyway, 1952, Constitution of Puerto Rico was approved by U.S. Congress. I hate having such dominion over them. They don't get a right to vote, but we can dictate their constitution. That's horseshit.
I say make them independent. They don't want to be is the problem.
Well, I say make them a state. You know.
No.
Make them a state or make them independent, but no more. The whole point of a lot of the World War II stuff, the treaties that we signed and everything, the end of colonialism, no more colonies, no more principalities, no more protectorates, just people are independent or they're not. I guess you could have protectorates and all that stuff, but enough of the colonies and everything. And they're still colonies. I mean, what is Puerto Rico? It's a principality, but I mean,
why do you think the liberals want them to become a state? They really, for years. Because they're going to vote for them.
So they don't have the right to vote because we disagree with them? That's bullshit.
Well, they're not a state. My question is, why are we giving them all the freebies and all that stuff? And it's a ton down there.
Yeah, I know.
It's a very poor country.
That's kind of the other half of the reason why I want them to become a state, so that way they can stop getting all that free shit.
They still get it. What are you talking about?
How?
Well, nothing changes. They just become a state with voters.
No, they have a lot of stuff that we don't because they surrender their right to vote for the presidency and everything.
No.
They get
They have the rights of a citizen as far as financial. If you are poor, you get on the dole. It's that simple.
Anyway, we gotta keep on going here. 1954, U.S. Open Women's Golf, Salem Country Club, Babe Dickinson Zacharias won by a record 12 strokes from Betty Hicks in her comeback event 14 months after radical colon cancer surgery. Wow.
Yikes.
Wow. Well, that's a great comeback,
Yep.
Well, Leonard Bernstein, Betty Comden, and Adolph Green's musical Wonderful Town, starring Rosalind Russell, closed at Winter Garden Theater, New York City after 559 performances and 5 Tony Award wins. Awesome. In 1958, The Andy Williams Show, premiered on ABC as a summer series, later moved to CBS and then to NBC. You remember any of that? The Andy Williams Show?
Yes, I do.
1959, first exhibition of Karen the Bongo Antelope opened at Cleveland Zoo in Ohio.
Read that again. Now, you kidding me?
First exhibition of Karen the Bongo Antelope. And this is a bongo antelope right here. So,
it's the name of an antelope. It's like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're thinking a bongo.
I thought it was a name of something.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
a song or something like that.
No. But our camera is getting crap, so hold on one moment. Sorry, whoever's screen is black right now, do not worry. I'm just adjusting things. Configure video. Hold on one moment. I am turning autofocus back on, so there we go. Come on. Don't be crap. Autofocus. I guess camera's just going to be crap. Okay. Alright, so sorry whoever it was that I blacked out the screen with. Anyway, getting back to bongo. That's a bongo antelope right there. 1959, British Open men's golf, Muirfield, 23-year-old South African Gary Player won the first of his 9 major titles, 2 strokes clear of runners-up Fred Bullock and Flory Van Donnick. Yeah. Now this one and the other the other golf one no longer on either source, so it could be misplaced or they could have erased it. And I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say he's a great South African golfer, one of the best from there.
62, Algerian Revolution against French rule ended. Algeria gained independence on July 5th, one day after us. In 62, though, far after, year-wise and everything. Yeah. 63, National Airways Corporation, Dakota DC-3 crashed in the Kaimai Ranges in New Zealand, killing all 23 passengers and crew in New Zealand's worst domestic civil aviation accidents. Let's hope they never break that record. 65, Harold Strachan, member of the Communist Party of South Africa, and Umakoto Sizwe, the armed wing of the African National Conference, yikes, was served with a restriction order in terms of the Suppression of Communism Act. Yikes, he was a communist too and the head of something that sounded so violent? That's probably why he got served with that. USSR and Persia signed the Dam Building and Economic Aid Pact. I gotta look that up here really quick because I'm curious. What does that entail? Okay, this is not giving me anything really of substance. So if anybody wants to get another challenge to the viewers, if anybody wants to look that up, let us know your findings in the comments section, not just for your own self-education or for ours. Anybody else watching this, become part of the show. We're all in this together,
Yeah, true.
1966, Atlanta Braves, Tony Cloninger, the first National League player and only pitcher to hit 2 grand slams in an MLB game, 70-3 versus San Francisco Giants. Wow!
Grand slam.
Wow!
That's good. That's really good. Pitcher.
Yeah.
Can't ever be topped. Well, it could be topped, but anymore they have I can't even think of the name of it. A designated hitter for pitchers, unless you're. What's his name for the Dodgers? He pitches and hits, so he's the only one that have a shot at it.
Yeah. Like, I'm just sitting here wondering, like, you
Ohtani is what I'm trying to say.
Like, sit up. Like, you don't want to show your top of your head to the viewers, They want to see your glorious...
really big show.
No, they want to see your glorious face. So. You also make me look better.
Here, you want my best shot?
No. I'm going to sit back down. Anyway, in 1967, News at 10 premiered on British TV. Okay. 68, the Aden Emergency, the Battle of the Crater, in which the British Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders retook the Crater District following the Arab police mutiny. That sounds horrifying. 68, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, lowest temperature ever recorded in Cleveland in July.
Ooh.
We also have, as part of a series of protests against housing conditions in Derry, the Derry Housing Action Committee, DHAC, held a sit-down protest on the newly opened second deck of the Carrickving Bridge in the city of Northern Ireland. Okay. So, they're blocking the whole bridge and all that stuff. Let's take an image look at this, see what it actually looked like. Oh, this is a BLM protest. I'm not going to... doesn't look like I'm getting anything... this might be from the 60s. That looks like it right there. There's a lot of people standing on the top deck of, what we just said.
Awfully well dressed for a protest.
Well, they used to dress a lot better back in those days. 68, Cleveland Indians pitcher Louis Tate, not Tate, Tiant. Sorry, Louis Tiant. It's not. Struck out MLB record, 19 Minnesota Twins and 1-0 win. Record for 10-inning game. Also record 32 Ks in a consecutive game. What's a K?
Strikeout.
Oh, okay.
So he struck out 32?
Apparently.
No, 32 Ks.
In consecutive games. Also record 32 Ks in consecutive games.
Well, how many games?
It's not telling me that part. It just says that after a semicolon.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
1969, Newport Jazz Festival in Rhode Island opened. 78,000 attended over 4 days. Performers included George Benson, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Jeff Beck, James Brown, Bill Evans, Sun Ra, Mothers of Invention, Dave Brubeck, Miles Davis, Steffi Grappoli, and Sly and the Family Stone.
Wow, what a lineup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. The Soviet N-1 rocket exploded just after launch off at the Baikonur Cosmodrome, one of the largest ever non-nuclear human-made explosion. Debris spread over 10 kilometers, and I have actually a video of it right here. So there it is going up. It's already been launched, and then it's going to pop here.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah.
There you go.
Wow. But like, remember that footage of that rocket launch not too long ago, or the failure, recent rocket failure. That really lit up the sky. Oh yeah, here it is. Check this out. If it's not too long, oh, it's wow. Okay, look at this.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, that has got to be bigger than what this Cosmodrome one that we just
that's
saw.
full of fuel is what that's doing. It didn't even get off the ground.
Yeah.
Load up
Wow.
with
Didn't get off the ground.
all
No,
that
that's
fuel.
well.
Wow. So, what else do we got here? What is this? I guess I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. And I can get rid of that. Okay, cool. Oh, and we covered that, so I can get rid of that. 1970, Atlanta International Pop Festival opened. 200,000 people attended over 3 days. Performers included Allman Brothers, Grand Funk Railroad, Jimi Hendrix Experience, Richie Havens, Cat Mother, and All Night Newsboys. B.B. King, wow. Mott the Hoople, and John Sebastian. Mott the Hoople.
These last couple years, this is my time. I know all these people.
Yeah. 1970 as well, British Dan Air flight crashed in Barcelona, killing all 112 people. So it was Dan Air flight 1903 crashed into the Los Aguilas mountain in the Montaxini Massif near the village of Bruces in Catalonia, Spain, killing a whole 112 people on board. 1970, the British Army imposed curfew on Falls Road area of Belfast as they searched for weapons, coming under attack from the official IRA, or the OIRA, and Republican rioters. Yep. So if they set them free, all that would end. 72, the Ulster Defence Association and the British Army came into conflict about a no-go area at Ainsworth Avenue, Belfast. 73, brothers Gaylord, Hall of Fame, and Jim Perry, 3-time All-Star, face each other for only time in MLB. Tigers defeated Indians 5-4. Gaylord was charged with the loss. Oh man. So
brother against brother pitching.
Yep. And they ultimately blamed it on Gaylord.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yikes. 73, David Bowie retired his stage persona Ziggy Stardust with the surprise announcement that it is, quote, the last show that we'll ever do, end quote, on the last day of the Ziggy Stardust tour.
Yeah, David Bowie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great. And that was...
Yeah, he died in 2015 or 2016. 2016.
I'm not sure the date, but I was shocked.
Yeah.
74, pitching in MLB record 13th consecutive game for the LA Dodgers. Mike Marshall saved Tommy John's 4-1 win over the Cincinnati Reds. Nice. 76, Brian Wilson performed with the Beach Boys for the first time after his 12-year stage absence in Anaheim Stadium in California. 76 as well, Wimbledon men's tennis. Sweden's Bjorn Bjork defeated Ili Natasi of Romania 6-4, 6-2, 97 for the first of 5 straight Wimbledon titles. I honestly didn't know whether or not I was doing a bit either. My voice was just doing that naturally. 76, Israel launched hostage rescue mission of 106 Air France crew and passengers held at Entebbe Airport in Uganda by pro-Palestinian hijackers. 3 hostages died along with the hijackers, numerous Ugandan soldiers, and Yonatan Netanyahu, an Israeli soldier.
That was Netanyahu's brother.
Ah, okay.
And Netanyahu was there, and he got out alive.
Wow. So, well, that explains a lot of things. 77, Triple Crown champion Seattle Slew's 9-race winning streak ended in the sweepstakes at Hollywood Park, where he finished 4th. Nice. 78 as well, U.S. Supreme Court ruled 5-4. FCC had a right to reprimand New York radio station WBAI for broadcasting George Carlin's filthy words in 1973. Wow. Well, I mean, he said that those were the words that you can't say on radio, and they played them on radio, and of course they got in trouble. He had the disclaimer there, part of the bit.
Funny guy. And that guy was.
George Carlin was awesome. So there's a lot of really good comedians out there, but George Carlin, man, if anybody's a fan of comedy out there, George Carlin, you gotta watch him.
He was the first one when he first hit big time that filled up.
Stadiums.
Not stadiums, but what do they call basketball courts with 15, 20,000 people, 30,000
stadiums.
People. Yeah, I guess so.
First
comedian to ever do that.
Yeah.
Like rock and roll.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He's awesome.
Yep. 1979, U.S. President Jimmy Carter signed the first directive for secret aid to the opponents of the pro-Soviet regime in Kabul. Here we go. 1980, biggest MLB crowd in 7 years. 73,096 people watched the Indians beat New York Yankees 7-0 at Cleveland Stadium. 1 year after that, New York City transit fare rose from 60 cents to 75 cents, and a new brass Y cutout token, which is actually pretty smart, because like you can have a laser reader thing, like now you can, if you had the equipment, you can probably forge this and all that stuff, but like it's a pretty smart reaction. Because if it passes a laser and everything and it doesn't have the Y, or the Y is the wrong shape or whatever, then you can't really counterfeit it. So that's pretty smart. It's telling me to image search this, so I'm going to do that really quick just to see if there's any other examples. No, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on a second. This is what I wanted here. That was the baseball that here is.
There it is.
Yeah, all the Y print tokens. That's a pretty cool coin. I'd like one just for a collection. Oh wow, look at all the different tokens that they had. They had a Pentagon one. They had one with a little diamond. So they had different ones for like a break in the middle. Kind of looks like some of those Chinese coins, with like the little square they cut out in the middle and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yes.
81, Wimbledon women's tennis. Chris Everett defeated Hannah Mandlikova 6-2, 6-2 for her third and final Wimbledon singles title. This is also no longer on either source. 81 as well. Wimbledon's women's. No, we got that one. 1982, riot at building site of Stopera Concert Hall in Amsterdam caused 1 million, whatever this Y is, in damages. I guess Amsterdam's currency, like that little Y with the little dots. So
the currency.
83, Stadium Calvin Smith set new world record of 9.93 for 100 meter in Colorado Springs, defeating Jim Hines' 1968 mark by 0.02 seconds. Wow.
2/2 of a
That's
second.
really good.
Wow. Those have Texas Rangers exploded for MLB's single extra innings record in 12 runs in 15 innings in a 16-4 win versus Oakland. Holy crap, dude. Like, they came out of nowhere, just kicked their ass.
Yeah.
We also have 84. After 22 years, England Test cricket spinner Derek Underwood hit a maiden first-class century, 111 for Kent versus Sussex at Hastings.
Of course, we know nothing about what that meant.
Nope. Would you mind opening those blinds a little bit? Like I lowered them because the sun was making it hot in this room, but now it's getting a little cooler. So, and it's kind of making the image a little grainy. Like I'm a little pixelated over here. Yeah, you don't have to pull. Here you go. That's better. And now the image is really bad. So now I gotta do this again. So hold on a second. One moment. Properties. Configure video. Let's see if this works now.
Still.
It's still
blurry.
Yeah, it's still blurry. It's just gonna.
Oh,
well, we need a new webcam anyway. So anyway, what else do we got here? 1984. We got that one 1984 as well. Dolphin rocket launched off San Clemente Island. What the heck is a dolphin rocket? It's just the name of a rocket. It's just a rocket. It's just a type
rocket.
of. I guess because it launches off out of the ocean, like a dolphin.
Well, it's on an island.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, it is. Okay.
Yeah, like
Didn't it say off an island in San Clemente?
off San Clemente. Yeah.
Okay, San Clemente Island. Yeah.
They could have launched it off the waters, just off. I don't know.
Off of San Clemente Island.
Actually, this is it right here. Test launch San Clemente. So I'm not. That looks like water. So yeah, they had some kind of pad out on the water, but it wasn't on the actual land of the island. So, but I guess this is. It's called dolphin because it's jumping out of the water.
Coming out of the water. That's because I'm saying, where's the water?
Yeah.
It's on the island.
Yep. 84. U.S. Supreme Court ruled JCs may be forced to admit women as members. What's JCs?
JC. Where's it?
JCs right here. JCs. I don't know. Like JAYCEES. Let me do a surface level scratch of that article really quick just to see what the heck this is. Roberts versus United States JCs. Okay. It's not telling us anything. Background. When the case was decided, regular membership in the United States JCs was available only to men aged 18 to 35. Women and older men could only join up as associated members. But what's a JC?
So they're not telling us what they're just assuming we know what JC is. JCs. Some kind of group, obviously.
Yeah, there's. It's not. There's the like. Hold on a second. What's. Whoops. Hold on a second. JCs. Copy. Paste. JCs. United States Junior Chamber. I guess.
Junior Chamber of Commerce, I guess.
Oh, yeah, JC.
Yeah.
Junior Chamber, JCs.
Yeah.
So so yeah, so
Women had to be included.
yeah, saying
Okay.
yeah, that
It
makes
needs
sense.
to be.
85, Back to the Future, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, was released. Excellent movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Excellent.
Great movie.
Yep.
Awesome movie.
Yep. CBS announced a 21% stock buyback to thwart Ted Turner's attempt to take over.
Good old
Oh,
Ted Turner.
dang.
Yeah. We also
Rip Ted
have
Turner.
Tinkerbell's first nightly flight at Walt Disney World, Florida. What the heck is that? Like, I'm just going to do a surface level scratch of this. What is this?
I'm trying to think. I don't know what
Oh, I guess.
Disney World would be, but it
Oh,
used to come
that
off the
fairy
Matterhorn
girl.
over at Disneyland.
Okay, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, right there. Somebody lit up
Yeah.
in a
Tinkerbell.
costume. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. Can you imagine doing that? Like,
Yeah,
on
she's coming
a
off
yeah.
the castle.
on a zip line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Very wild.
86, Kuwait's National Assembly, the Majlis al-Umma was dissolved by the Emir of Kuwait. Kuwait's National Assembly, we got that one. In 86 as well, U.S. President Reagan presided over the relighting of the renovated Statue of Liberty.
Ah.
And there's this whole conspiracy saying that the Statue of Liberty is actually a statue of Lucifer. Lucifer, yeah, there's a whole thing behind it. Like, he has 7 crowns, or 7 points on his crown, as does the statue. There's some painting of him where he has like a shackle around his ankle, and Lady Liberty has a shackle around her ankle. The same painting, it just has randomly an apple at his feet. Where is the statue, big apple, and they've also compared the face to a painting of Lucifer, and it's not a feminine face. It looks exactly like from the painting. So there's a thing or two to look into that, So just giving some food for thought. Like, things are not as they seem. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
I said interesting.
Yeah. 1987, Ao's time.
Hey.
Yeah, controversial New York Mets MLB star Darryl Strawberry threatened teammates for criticizing his play. He is now an ordained minister.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh,
He
jeez.
played for the Dodgers later.
Yeah.
He had major drug problems, so
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah, he's now. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's now an ordained minister.
Good for him. My
Yeah.
goodness.
That
Yeah.
to me, that sounds kind of Sandlot-y. Like, remember at the end there's like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he became this. Yeah. He turned into that. Like, you remember the end of the Sandlot?
No, I don't.
Like, hold on a second.
I
Let me.
remember the movie.
Oh wow. So I'll just.
I know I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Like, there's one where it said somebody got really into the '60s
I
and
kept in
disappeared.
touch with
Like, here we go.
fireworks.
Just remember going over the ball going over the
playground
fence with a
equipment
dog.
and
Yeah.
prefabricated tree houses. But they became multimillionaires when they invented
See, like
mini malls.
at the end, like he goes character to character and explains what
Well,
how the
each
rest
one
of their
became.
life was and everything.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. I don't remember
Yeah.
that. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes into
Okay.
modern day. So yeah, but no, it's just this like. It just sounded very Sandlot-y. It's like he threatened teammates for criticizing his play. He is now an ordained minister.
Well,
You know?
he was probably having drug problems
Yeah.
then. I'm sure he was.
Anyway, 2 men became the first hot air balloon travelers across the Atlantic. 88, Gene Nelson of the Oakland A's became the first American League pitcher to steal a base in '73 in a 9-8 win over Toronto Blue Jays. The Fatih Sultan Mehmet Bridge in Istanbul, Turkey, was completed, providing the second connection between the two continents of Europe and Asia over the Bosphorus. We actually have an image right there.
There we go.
Yep, over the
Awesome.
Bosphorus Strait
That's
right
very
there.
nice.
Connecting 2 continents. That's epic.
That's built very similar
Very
to the
epic.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Very similar, yeah. Except our towers
Yeah.
are taller and we have more
Well,
of those
yeah, a bigger
crossbars.
span for sure.
Yeah, it's a suspension bridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah. What else we got here? 88, U.S. Vincennes in Strait of Hormuz shot Iran Airbus A300, killing all 290 people. Yeah,
By
we
accident, right?
I'm not sure. There's a bunch of videos on this and everything.
The one
uh,
I'm actually thinking of was over Russia.
Well,
so
I'll
that's not
see you
the
guys
same.
later.
No.
All right, have a good
Thank you
one.
for joining, Jay. Have a good one, man.
No problem.
Yeah, the USS Vincennes shot down a civilian flight over Iran's territorial waters in the Persian Gulf, killing all 290 people on board, including 66 children and 16 women. It was a civilian airliner.
Yeah, but they're
Like-
straight into Iranian airspace. Still, you don't have to shoot them down.
Yeah,
Send jets up and ground them.
yeah. Well, we don't know if it's gonna crash into some army base or something. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things people have to consider, you know, and unfortunately, like like out of that, you know, the scene of that movie, You Can't Handle the Truth. You have to make some really hard decisions.
Yeah, you
you
do.
know. So, 89, Tim Burton's Batman set record for quickest $100 or $100 million in 10 days.
Wow.
Nice. 89 as well, Peter Koech of Kenya set 3,000 meter steeplechase world record of 8 minutes 5.39 seconds in Stockholm, Sweden. So that's a horse racing, I think. 89, U.S. Supreme Court ruled states do not have to provide funds for abortions. It is not a human right, and unless you know you can prove that you know you got struggle snuggled or you know
So then
family stuff.
So then
like
you think the government should pay for that abortion?
no,
In those instances?
no. Well, yes. In those instances, yes.
That's what I'm asking.
Like
Okay.
you know, if they can't pay for it themselves, you know, because now. I don't want it to be like, you know, like mommy kissing your
No,
boo-boo
no,
and getting,
no.
you know, giving you a Band-Aid, you know, but like, I don't know. Like that's the whole
tough
thing.
call.
But, like, we absolutely shouldn't just have, like, just this free-range abortion. If you actually look at where the whole Planned Parenthood thing came from and what was her, like, Margaret Zangler or something,
Yeah.
the whole thing was targeted at depopulating blacks.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It's
You know?
unfortunately worked way
Yeah.
too well.
So people got to realize, you know, where the origins of these things are, truthfully,
Yeah.
before they support them. They really do. 1990, Liberian President Samuel Keyando offered to resign in response to rebel incursions in his country. He was later kidnapped and executed. He didn't get out fast enough. Members of 2 Live crew were formally charged with obscenity in Florida. 91, Gateway Board of Trustees approved a 20-year lease for the Cleveland Indians to play MLB at Jacobs Field. 92, South Africa's FIFA membership reinstated, expelled in 61, United Non-Racial FA, political prisoners released, free political parties. Yeah, South Africa because of apartheid and all that stuff. 94, FIFA World Cup, in a huge upset, Romania eliminated Argentina 3-2 from the round of 16 at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena. Dang, California, yeah. 94, the deadliest day in Texas traffic history, according to the Texas Department of Public Safety, with 46 people killed in crashes. Yikes. 96, UK House of Commons announced that the Stone of Scone, also known as the Stone of Destiny, used in the coronation of Scottish and subsequently English and British monarchs, will be returned to Scotland after 700 years in Westminster Abbey.
Oh, good.
I hope it was.
Yeah.
You know? Like, freaking the Brits are just... Like, I've been learning some historical things that the British had done. Like, more stuff about the War of 1812. And everything, and I'm beginning really to not like the British, you know, like they just have so much bad history, like so. But that's a Stone of Scone right there. 97, Mississippi became the first state to settle a lawsuit against tobacco manufacturers for $3.6 billion.
Whoa.
Wow. 98 as well. Savadaba, oldest Ukrainian language newspaper in U.S., founded in 1893 in Jersey City, New Jersey. Contracted from daily to weekly publication, so that's a shame. Like they've been around for so long, but you know I'm not getting an image of this newspaper here. But Svobodna, if anybody knows what that is. 2001, a Vladivostok Evia Tupolev Tu-154 jetliner crashed on approach to landing at Irkutsk, Russia, killing 145 people. And I just want to look up. What the image, the airplane looks like. Not this specific one. I'm just okay. So it's an airplane that looks like this. I'm not looking up the crash. I don't need to see that.
No.
I just want to see, you know. Okay, you know the airplane. 2001, at a meeting of its oil ministers, OPEC agreed to maintain current production quotas. Ministers indicate that if Iraqi oil returned to the markets, they may cut production in response to maintain their desired level of prices. 2004, official opening of Bangkok subway system. It's cool. We also have Wimbledon women's tennis. This is also no longer on either source. Maria Sharapova became the first Russian player to win Wimbledon, defeating defending champion Serena Williams 6-1, 6-4. Nice. 2005, Spain's national law legalizing same-sex marriage took effect. Cool. We also have Wimbledon's men's tennis. This is also no longer on on either source. Roger Federer made it 3 straight Wimbledon titles, defeating Stadium Andy Roddick 6-2, 7-6, 6-4.
Yeah, he dominated for a number of years.
Yeah. 2006, asteroid labeled 2004 XP14 flew 432,308 kilometers, or 268,264 miles, past Earth. That sounds kind of close. I mean, we've spoken about, you know, AUs and everything. This is very close. Near Earth asteroid, yeah. Like 268,000 miles.
Yeah.
Hold on. Distance from Earth to Moon. This is from the Earth to the Moon is 238,000 miles. So
Very
this
similar.
is
Wow, that's
this
pretty
is
damn close.
just 30,000 some odd miles farther away.
Yeah.
That's close. According
That's
to
close
AI.
enough
though.
to hit the moon.
Yeah. Yikes if that ever happens.
Yeah.
2006, Detroit Red Wings legend Steve Yzerman officially retired from the NHL, finishing with 692 goals and 1,755 points. 2007, during America's Cup, Swiss defender Aguilera defeated Team New Zealand by 1 second to take the series 5-2 off Valencia, Spain. 1 second.
Yeah.
2009, Mark 2.5 SkyTrain cars entered service in Metro Vancouver. They're just, I guess, a train. You know, it's
Yeah.
new train cars. That's pretty cool, you know. So, 2012, Antonio Estefanari won a record $18.3 million after winning the 2012 World Series of Poker. $1 million buy-in.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was just to get in.
Yeah. 2013, President of Egypt Mohamed Morsi was removed from office by the military after 4 days of protest all over the country calling for his resignation, to which he did not respond. The President of the Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt, Adli Mansour, was declared acting president until further elections were held. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a couple of days. 2014, Germany passed first nationwide minimum wage law at 8.5 euros. That makes sense. Would you mind turning that light on, please? Thank you. 2015, Adelaide Crows Australian rules football coach Phil Walsh was murdered by his son Cy at his Somerton Park home. What the hell?
Jeez.
It's horrifying. 2017, a bus crash and a traffic jam and resulting fire killed 18 near Munichberg, Germany.
Munichberg.
Yeah. We also have French President Emmanuel Macron delivered a speech at the Palace of Versailles proposing significant government changes, including a reduction in the numbers of MPs, members of parliament. 2018, Australian cricket batsman Aaron Finch broke his own T20 international record, smashing 172 from 76 balls versus Zimbabwe and Harare, opening stand with the Aussie short 223, also a record.
Woo-hoo.
Okay. Cardi B was the first female rapper to achieve 2 #1 hits on the U.S. Billboard chart with the I Like It featuring Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Was she, though, or is this some DEI thing? Is this some bullshit to pump her numbers up artificially? And these people are Satanists. So, 2018 as well, former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak was arrested on corruption charges, accused of stealing $700 million from State Development Fund 1MDB. Yikes. 2018, Saouad Abderrahim was elected first female mayor of Tunis, Tunisia. Cool. 2018, Donald Trump's... this was all 2018. Wow. 2018 as well, Donald Trump's Justice and Education Departments rescinded Obama-era affirmative action guidance for college admissions. Good. We also have the worst monsoon rains in decades swamp Lahore, Pakistan, killing 6 people. 2019, Atletico Madrid signed Portugal forward João Felix for 126 million euros, or 113 million pounds. Don't know idea what that is for dollars. US dollars, that is, not Canadian dollars. You know, but from Benfica in the 5th most expensive transfer in football history. I wonder what the most expensive was.
Yeah.
A heavy monsoon rain struck Mumbai and surrounding Maharashtra state in India, killing at least 43, the worst flooding in a decade.
How heavy? Give us some inches.
Wow.
say.
Yeah. Well, if anybody can look that up, let
What
us
do
know.
you say? I want
numbers. In 2019, more than 1 million people ordered to evacuate Japanese island of Kyushu amid warnings of mudslides after 1,000 millimeters or 39 inches of rainfall. So we got some numbers here with this one. We also have U.S. produces the most waste per head globally and recycles the least at 35%, according to new research by Verstick Maplecroft. Germany recycles the most at 68%. I don't know. This sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
2020 Major League Baseball All-Star Game planned to be hosted on July 14th by the LA Dodgers was canceled due to the government restrictions imposed during the Kung Flu pandemic. MLB Cleveland Indians owner Paul Dolan announced he would review changing the organization's name, and they unfortunately did it. Did.
Yeah.
And despite it all being approved by freaking Native Americans.
Yeah.
You
nobody had a problem with it as far as our name that I know of.
Dude, like, white people need to shut up. They really just need to stop trying to make things right. Just let people do what they want to do.
Whitey is the one that turns stuff to crap.
Yes, and it just continuously does that. Like, I mean, like, in the vein, people don't realize the irony. In the vein of not having, slightly offensive stereotypes, they got rid of the Native American from Land O'Lakes. They got rid of Aunt Jemima from Aunt Jemima. They got rid of Uncle Ben from Uncle Ben. They got rid of all these people, but they left the Cracker Jack kid. They left the Quaker Oats guy. Suddenly, the only people who have representation in the grocery store are whites. Gee, I wonder if that was the original plan since the beginning. Let's fool all these other people to think that they're doing something right, and all they do is get rid of their own representation.
Well, I want to be a little more specific as far as name changing and who's behind all that. It's the elite whites.
Yes. And,
the rest of
the
us
liberal,
don't care.
Yeah,
we
liberal.
care. Leave it alone.
Yeah, So, anyway, 2021 worst wildfires in Cyprus history began in Limassol district, spreading the next few days and killing 4 people.
Never good.
Yep, 2022, Sri Lanka said it has less than 1 day's worth of fuel.
Ooh.
As its economic crisis deepens, closing schools and stopping public transport. Holy shit. 2023, hottest global temperature ever recorded as average global temperature topped 17.01 degrees Celsius. Previous record was 16.92 back on August 13th of 2016.
This is the hottest global temperature?
Average global.
Oh.
So they're just average,
Okay.
They're taking the average of the whole world. And this
Okay.
could also be a bullshit lie to push more
okay.
climate change bullshit. So, yeah, it's more of this. 2023, Israel launched its biggest military operation against militants in the genuine refugee camp, West Bank, Palestine, in 20 years, killing 8 people and injuring 100, according to Palestinian authorities. So, yep. 2023 as well, state of emergency declared in Yakutia region, Siberia, as more than 110 forest fires raged across 61,000 hectares, or 151,000 acres. 110 fires at once. What do you do? Like,
Let them burn.
yikes.
Let them burn themselves out, I guess. There's
20
no way you can battle all those.
No. 2024, earliest example of narrative cave art was dated to 51,200 years ago. I actually have an image of that right here. From Indonesian caves of Maros Pangkeep, South Sulawesi, depicting people hunting a pig. I'm not sure if that's it right there, but I did see the pig one earlier, right there. So that's them hunting the pig.
Yeah.
That's awesome. 51,200 years ago. So 2024, Hurricane Beryl passed 45 miles south of Kingston in Jamaica as a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 140 miles per hour.
Ooh.
That is a lot of miles per hour.
Yeah.
Pardon me. 2024 as well. Israel approved the largest land grab in occupied West Bank in 3 decades, 12.7 square kilometers or nearly 5 square miles in the Jordan Valley, aiming to prevent a Palestinian state. What did I keep saying? They're trying to destroy them. Researchers learned hippos can fly, or at least become airborne, in a UK study of their footfall patterns showed them trotting at such speed their feet all left the ground. So they can technically fly because they're not touching the ground. They're flying, and running fast, but they're not like flying like this. They're flying like a horse,
I wonder if they flutter their little feet while they're up in the air.
So, 2025, archaeologists announced the discovery of a 3,500-year-old ancient city in Peru named Peñalco.
Mm.
And here it is right there.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I think those are people right there.
Can you enlarge that at all? No, that's it, isn't
I
it?
can bigger it. It'll get grainy.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
Yeah,
what I
those are
can
people.
do is do this, and we can get a better close-up.
Ooh.
Actually, that's not
That
people.
was not people.
No, those are markers.
2 goalposts. They played football.
No, actually, that kind of looks like cricket. It's a stick.
Damn it!
Fuck! But look at this. Look at the whole grid and everything.
Ooh.
Wow. Those are people down there.
That it?
You can see the colors.
Kinda. I don't need to see people.
Oh, it's an open image news tab. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Oh yeah.
The colors.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, 2025, archaeologists published the discovery of 80,000-year-old Neanderthal footprints. Wow! Discovery after discovery after discovery. At Monte Clerico in Portugal, trackways include 3 individuals. So this ain't much to look at, but these are 80,000-year-old Neanderthal footprints right there. And I want to go see the dinosaur footprints over at the river by the shop, over in San Gabriel, over there.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Hold on a second. San Gabriel River dinosaur footprints. Yeah, there's a whole thing over there, right here. Right there. This is the San Gabriel River, somewhere around there. There's dinosaur footprints.
I'm trying to recognize the terrain, and I can't recognize
It's just this flat thing.
it. Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah. So
We're gonna have to look and see if we can find out where that is.
it's probably farther up in the wilderness area.
Yeah, it looks
Probably
like
not
it's,
in the city area.
it
but
looks like it's up toward, because it goes all the way up to the mountains.
yeah. Anyway, 2025, rapper LL Cool J withdrew from the 4th of July concert in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in support of striking blue-collar municipal workers. That sounds pretty cool. And then Russia became the first country to recognize the Taliban government in Afghanistan. Of course they did. So, didn't they fight against the Taliban initially? Like, isn't that funny? Actually,
yes, they did. Yes,
we
they did.
created the Taliban.
Well, we
to
supplied
fight
the,
it.
we supplied the Taliban
Yeah.
against the Russians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what's his face? Bin Laden was a CIA asset or something. So, hey, our camera's back. It's better.
Nice.
So, anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may find interesting, but not limited, to Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis. We got through our 35 pages. We can only bring you a portion. Like, I'd say we covered around 80% of everything we covered here. Anyway, for your dose of Fast Event Stanley, like, what's the code word we should do today? Dinosaur footprints? Footprints.
Dinosaur, perfect. Either one.
Dino feet. I don't know.
Dino feet. There you go.
Dino feet. And the, although that kind of sounds fetishy. Dinosaur. Just put
dinosaur.
put dinosaur in the comment section. Let us know you're still watching. Anyway, for your dose of Fast Event Stanley, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all you and all of us, I'm Alexander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU. Until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Just checking for comments here, nothing. So, alright. And here.